Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie and his delegation hailing the mission to the Far East a huge success. The nation's chief welcomed in grand style by Shanghai's mayor and his government after holding successful talks in Beijing with both the president and premier. Clint Watson tells us tonight that the new initiative is another example of private and public sector partnership.
And we think we have their attention.
The government and executives at Baha Mar are optimistic that their partnership in China for new airlift and investment opportunities will have significant returns.
And having the Prime Minister here and having invited the private sector to come with him to tell the story, the public relations effort we have on China, the publicity we've had this week in China is immeasurable. And so we really couldn't do it without the Prime Minister.
The fact that I met with the President of China, the Premier of China, the Mayor of Shanghai, all major political personalities who have given their support to the Bahamas. I think it's an important fact. And I agree with Mr. Ismailian. The public relations that we have, I think, developed during this trip is immeasurable. And we really couldn't pay for it when we think about it. Because we know as we leave here today, we know now that people are aware. The movers and shakers are aware.
On Sunday, the delegation met with executives of Shanghai's largest airline and hotel management company, Jingjiang International Holdings, as well as China Eastern Airlines.
Well, as Baha Mar expands, we're always looking for new opportunities. First of all, Jingjiang is the largest travel agent and tour operator out of the Shanghai market, and the Shanghai market is an important market for us. China Eastern Airways is the largest airline out of this market. And so the combination of these two companies for us today to be able to tell the Baha Mar story, to tell the Bahamas story, and work with our partner hotels in the Bahamas, work with Atlantis to develop the Bahamas as a great destination for tourism is very positive.
Baha Mar is the largest single investment in the Western Hemisphere, according to Sarkis Ismailian. Prime Minister Christie was particularly impressed with the Jingjiang Group and feels they would be an excellent partner for the Bahamas.
They have bought major interests, hotel interests in France, major hotel interests in the United States of America. And when I hear people talking about whether or not China Construction should have bought the Hilton Hotel, we're talking about corporate groups that own thousands of hotels around the world originating in this country. And we believe they are excellent investors. We know that 100 million tourists come out of China now across the world and the globe. We know 2 million go into the United States of America, and only about 1,000 have come, high-end people, but they've come. We now know that we must make a big jump forward. And so all of the efforts that we were making this week are calculated to ensure that Chinese tourists who spend a lot of money, who travel all over the world, will now see the advantage of coming to the Bahamas.
Prime Minister Christie has said his efforts have been so intense because a country the size of the Bahamas, with the potential of the Bahamas and the proximity of the Bahamas, should not have the high unemployment of young people at 20%. He's hoping that all of these efforts will, at the end of the day, produce new jobs for young people. In Shanghai, China, Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.